represented by head coach Ralph Cerrato, student athletes Jordan Powell and Nick Johnson. Coach, if you make an opening statement, please.
It was a tough loss tonight. I think we had our opportunities. UNC Wilmington's a good club. I mean, they can really swing the bat. They were just a little bit better than us offensively. They made a couple mistakes. They hit them out. We put some good swings on the ball. We hit probably 3 or 4 to defense too. But they were better than us. They just played a little better. They swung the bat a little bit better. They hit 4 home runs. That was the difference in the game.
Nick, how important was for you to go out there and toss 5 innings to sort of help save the bullpen for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm not thinking about tomorrow when I'm out there. I was just thinking about trying to keep rolling outs, keep getting my guys back in the dugout, giving us a chance to go out there and try and get the game back under our control.
You were able to do that. What was working for you tonight?
My fastball command was really good tonight. I was really working both sides of the plate. There was one mental lapse where I left the ball a little bit over the middle of the plate, and he kind of handled it pretty well.
Jordan, what was it like for you as the hitters where you were doing what you wanted, putting up some numbers, and then UNCW kept hitting right back?
As soon as the game started, I had a feeling it was going to be a hitter's battle, and both teams were battling pretty well. Both teams were seeing the ball well. I was seeing the ball well. I could see the off-speed, hitting off-speed, and really hitting the fastball, which is my favorite pitch. But other than that, we both battled hard. I think UNC, they got the best of us today, but we'll come back stronger tomorrow.
For either one of you, you have to come in tomorrow and play South Carolina again. What is the mindset going forward? It's a quick turnaround for you guys after playing again late tonight.
I think our mindset is take it one pitch at a time, one out at a time, one inning at a time. We came here to do one job, is to play baseball, and I think that's what we're going to go out there and do.
Jordan, just how much confidence do you have after getting the win yesterday that you can come out here and do it again tomorrow?
I have complete confidence in my team. We're here for a reason. We worked hard. We've been through a lot, ups and downs, and we've been triumphant throughout the year. I have full, complete confidence in Ben Wessel, my pitcher, and I'm going to back him up as best as I can. And we're going to put runs on the board and do what we need to do to get the win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sort of the same thing I asked Nick. You hadn't had a lot of time to process it, but how important was him to eat up those innings? And he did keep you in the game with a chance to make a comeback, but he also set you up pretty well for tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that was important. I think once Nick threw 2 innings, we're going to stay with him. Nick's one of our better relievers, and we felt like, it's so important to try to stay in a winner's bracket. And we felt like we were going to, with the way that game was going, we felt like we were going to have, if we could keep him 10, 11 runs, that we were going to have a legitimate chance to win the game or give it make it really tight. But their guy was great. I mean, he pitched very, very well. I think we chased too many balls out of the zone, but Nick did a nice job. Like I said, after he, I think maybe, in hindsight, maybe try to, I left Steven a little bit long, but it's a kid that's had such a great career for us, been such a tough kid. You wish you could take it back and maybe bring Nick in before the 3-run homer, but, Steve has been so good through his whole career. It's tough to, you kind of second-guess yourself a little bit, but who knows what would have happened.
You knew they were a good offense. What was sort of the plan attacking them?
You just had to mix. You had to be able to use both sides of the plate with your fastball, and you had to be able to mix speeds. I mean, I think that was the key. And I think Nick showed if you do that, you can be effective. I mean, they're very good, but anytime good pitchers always beat good hitters. And Nick threw the ball well. He threw his fastball to both sides of the plate. He could mix his breaking ball in. He could throw a strike, a breaking ball in a hitter's count. He could throw it where he could, 2-strike breaking ball. But we had to mix in and out. And Steve wasn't really that sharp tonight with his command. And I think, he didn't walk anyone, but he just wasn't really, commanding the pitch exactly where he wanted. And they didn't miss him. I mean, a couple of those home runs they hit, I can't believe they went out. And we hit a couple, too, that I thought were hit the same way theirs, and ours didn't go out. But, they're good. They can swing it.
You fought back tied it there in the first, and then overcame another deficit and took the lead in the third. Just how proud were you of your team for fighting back there, each time?
Very proud. I really am. I mean, these guys are tough kids. I mean, you showed it last night, and we thought we could have. We know Wilmington's a tough club, and they went up 2-0. We came back. They went up 5-2. We came back, and then we tied it. Actually took the lead, and it was. I mean, I'm really proud of what our kids have done and how they develop and how they're playing baseball, at the highest level against some of the best teams in the country. We're showing that what our program is about. Like, we're capable of competing with teams like UNC Wilmington, teams like South Carolina, that we're capable of playing at that level, and it makes me very proud of what we're doing. I think we stepped our game up, as it got to the conference tournament and into the regionals.
Obviously, South Carolina went through it last night, then you're going to go through it tonight. What do the next few hours look like for you? How quickly and how tough is it going to be to flush and get ready for tomorrow's game?
We'll be okay. There's enough time to turn around. We've played games. We've done this before. We'll get plenty of rest. I mean, it's not like, it's 11. I think it's not as late. If it was last night, well, it's tough. It's a little earlier than it was last night, so we'll be okay. I mean, we'll get our rest. We'll be ready to go. We know it's another big battle. The crowd will be here again, so that'll give you some energy. But I think we'll be fine. We're just trying to think about winning that first game and just playing good baseball. And I think Ben will throw well and keep us in the game, and hopefully we keep swinging the bats.
Just what kind of pitcher is Ben, and what does he bring to the table? And then kind of following along with that, how well are you set up bullpen-wise to kind of, if you need to, go to it?
Well, he's pitched his best baseball late in the season. I mean, he struggled early. He had a couple tough outings early in the year, but really his last couple outings he's thrown well. He's going to be a guy he's not a strikeout guy. He's going to be a fastball, slider, change. He's going to mix speeds. He's going to keep the ball down. And if he's being effective, he's getting ground ball outs. That's who he is. Ground ball out. He's going to get ahead. He can really throw any pitch, any count. But if he's getting ground balls and getting him off balance a little bit, that's when he's effective. If the ball's up in the air, and that's when he's not effective. But I think he's a guy that you don't want to have too much adrenaline going, because that's maybe the ball elevates. I think he's best not when he's throwing 88, 89, but he's like 85, 86, and he's getting good sink, and he's a ground ball guy, and he's a competitive kid. So I think he's gonna be excited to get out there and help us keep our season going tomorrow. The bullpen, we're in pretty good shape tomorrow. I mean, we've only used Johnson last night and today, and then Bars, so everyone's rested. We'll be able to mix and match, and I think we'll be okay to get through the game, and that's all we'll worry about tomorrow.
And just the fact that you guys got the win last night, and you've kind of been through this experience playing them with the crowd and everything, how much does that help?
Yeah, it helps. I mean, we're not going to come in here tomorrow and feel intimidated by the situation. We showed we have some toughness to get through that last night. We played a good game, so I don't think it's going to affect us. I mean, the Gamecocks are going to be hungry tomorrow to come and pay us back for last night, but we'll be ready. And like I said, win or lose, I just want us to play good baseball. If we play good baseball, we're going to be in the game and we're going to have a shot to win. If we're right there, then I feel confident in our group. Yep.